RSS, the offshoots of the RSS, where the women participation is, of course, like you said, is there. But the question then comes down to when in every spectrum across every, whether it's politics, political parties, even now in the armed forces, the women are being encouraged, they are reaching the top positions. Is there a possibility of a woman even today in the RSS to reach the ranks of the Swayam Sevak? Will that be something that the RSS would be open to?
Well, Ankit ji, many times this has been debated, and I think if it is a men's cricket team, then only men are going to be there participating in it. And it's a women's cricket team, then there will be women participating in it. Now, that is what I think Mohan Bhagwat ji was putting forth, that there are the Swayam Sevaks who are working in the sun. It is not just as an individual that they are working for the organization, but it is the whole family, even the women of the family. They are as much committed to the the thought process and the feeling of national service which Rashtriya Swayam Sevak Sangh is committed for. And that is why he said that then it is not just the men but also equal number of women, because all those families, they are equally participative in all the functions and all the commitments which are taken by the RSS.
But that's by default. It's not as a primary member, is it?
See, that is why he just mentioned in his in his speech that the women organization, a parallel women organization which also believes in the same national service, which has the same ideological alignment of Rashtriya Sevika Samiti, is working since 1936. And it is with the same thought process. So, again and again, bringing this question that why, why men and women, they can't be in in RSS is something that does not have much stand, because Sevika Samiti is with the same ideological commitment, is working across the nation. In fact, it is one of the largest women organizations working in the country at present.
All right. Thank you for joining us, ma'am, with your inputs on this story of the assertion that the RSS chief has made as far as the women's participation in the Sangh is concerned. All right. Let's move on to our main focus at this hour, and the breaking news coming in on this. While the NDA candidate is set, the deliberations in the opposition camp continues on their candidature for the vice president. Now, what we have learned today, that in the meeting that took place at the residence of Mallikarjun Kharge, the leader of opposition in Rajya Sabha, NDTV is getting you the inside details. Two names primarily have come into discussion. One is Malasamy Annadurai, a former ISRO scientist, and the other name is Tushar Gandhi. Tushar Gandhi, the great-grandson of Mahatma Gandhi, his name was also discussed. The pros and cons for both these names are being discussed, and Mr. Kharge has been authorized to take a call as far as these probables are concerned. Remember, there are a lot of political weightage that will go into deciding who should take on C.K. Radhakrishnan, the choice of the NDA and the BJP for the vice president's job. My colleague Vasudha joins me with more details on this. Vasudha, very important, both these names, Tushar Gandhi and Mr. Annadurai. Just give our viewers a sense, at least, what are the things that are working for and against both these candidates in the opposition camp?
Well, on a day, incidentally, when the opposition in some ways boycotted a discussion on the space achievements of the country, Ankit, it's quite incidental that they're also looking at a space scientist, Malasamy Annadurai, as a probable vice president candidate. Apart from that, of course, because they've made this into an anti-BJP RSS fight, and they want to also send out a message that they are against the system of BJP RSS and also the ideology of this of of the Sangh Parivar. So that's why I think Tushar Gandhi becomes very important, because remember, he was the first one to come out with that book on the men who killed Gandhi, and he has been persistently talking about the alleged problems with the RSS way of thinking. So of course he's an author, and the numbers are stacked in the favor of the NDA. And what I'm told is this was a very small meeting of very few leaders, and these are the two main names that came up. Of course, there could have been other names as well, but these are the two main names that came up, and more people seem to be interested in Mr. Annadurai's candidature, but remember that he's a non-political guy. He's an achiever. He's somebody who's been part of Chandrayaan 1, Chandrayaan 2, and also somebody who's part of Mangalyaan. So he's called the Moon Man of India, somebody who's very invested in that space, innovation space. So clearly the opposition also wants to send out a message that, it is invested in individuals who are accomplished. But remember, because it has to be also somebody from the South Indian to give the kind of contest, the flavor it needs, it is probable that the DMK could have the last word, or at least could have a push in this matter.
Okay.
So it now depends on Mr. Kharge to take a call as to who the candidate could be. If it could be one of these candidates, or it could be somebody else from the larger realm.
Precise. Thank you, Vasudha, for joining us with all those details. And precisely, that's the conundrum for the opposition. At one hand, the DMK would want somebody from Tamil Nadu, or Tamilian versus Tamilian fight, so that they can at least blunt the attack of the BJP that DMK is not backing somebody from Tamil Nadu. On the other hand, the TMC and other parties do not want a political figure to take on Mr. Radhakrishnan, who is the pick of the NDA. There have been a lot of developments on this. Take a look at this report.
CP Radhakrishnan versus who? That's the big question. It was a day of hectic huddles in the national capital. A day after the BJP parliamentary meet named CP Radhakrishnan as its vice president candidate, Radhakrishnan met Prime Minister Modi in Delhi. The NDA has the numbers, but it's looking to build consensus. Defence Minister Rajnath Singh has reached out to Congress President Mallikarjun Kharge, YSRCP Chief Jagan Mohan Reddy, BJD's Naveen Patnaik, and Tamil Nadu Chief Minister M.K. Stalin. The choice of CP Radhakrishnan has shaken up Tamil Nadu politics. With state elections ahead, the vice president's race has become a fight for Tamil pride.
They are doing it only because in the next 8 months, Tamil Nadu is going to face election. So they want to take advantage and tell the people that we have fielded one Tamil for the post of vice president. But whatever they have done to Tamil Nadu is still lingering in the minds of the people. They are not giving money to the state of Tamil Nadu for education, stating that only if you follow our system, we will not give money. Fielding one Tamilian so that they can cover everything is, I don't know what kind of an idea it is.
The India Bloc too is in a huddle, but consensus is still elusive. The DMK wants a Tamil face. Congress is on board, but Mamata Banerjee's TMC wants a non-political face. The last time too, Trinamool stayed away, tilting numbers in favour of the NDA. With NDA clearly in pole position and opposition still divided, the big question remains, who will take on CP Radhakrishnan in the vice presidential election? NDTV Bureau Report.
Make no mistake, it's the contest for the Vice President of India, but the repercussions and the reverberations would be on the state politics in Tamil Nadu and political messaging across the country as well. Mr. Nalin Kohli is joining us at this moment to discuss this further. He's the national spokesperson of the Bharatiya Janata Party. Dr. Syed Hafiz, spokesperson of the DMK, is also with us on this discussion, and so is R. Rajagopalan, senior journalist. Thank you so much, gentlemen, for waiting so patiently. Let's begin with you, Dr. Hafiz. The DMK has always projected the BJP, at least as a party which is anti-Tamilian. whether it is the language issue, of course, the whole issue of the delimitation was picked up by the DMK. You projected BJP as a party which is working against the interest of Tamilians in Tamil Nadu. Now the BJP says, here is a Tamilian who can go to the top position, one of the top jobs in the country. Why is the DMK not backing a Tamilian at this moment?
Yeah, here is a Tamilian who stands with the BJP and RSS in everything that's against the interest of Tamil Nadu. Here is a Tamilian who's standing with the BJP when it comes to three-language policy. Even the allies of the BJP are opposing. Here is a Tamilian who did not open his mouth when 2,200 crores of educational funds was denied to Tamil Nadu. Here is a Tamilian who stands with the BJP, which denied the flood money, deserving flood money to Tamil Nadu. So, in Tamil Nadu, there is a difference between ideology and individual. In the past, BJP has projected very many, let's take example of Abdul Kalam, who was from Tamil Nadu in 2002. Following that, there was a parliamentary election where BJP was washed away. So all this form of tokenism is well understood by people of Tamil Nadu. They don't want a poster boy, rather they want real issues that has to be addressed, which cannot be addressed by the BJP or the candidate who was put by the BJP.
Okay.
Like in 2022, when Murmu was projected as a presidential candidate, the same allegations were put on us. They said, you stand for social justice, but you're not supporting a tribal candidate. It is under her presidency, the tribal people of Manipur suffered a lot. There was a near genocide on the people. But what did the president do? So it doesn't matter who the candidate is. What matters is the ideology and the product that the candidate brings to the table. That is more important.
All right, you made your opening remarks. Let me get in Mr. Nalan Kohli to respond to what you have said. Mr. Kohli, it's tokenism is what the opposition is calling it. Whether you have the numbers stacked with you as far as the election is concerned, it is certainly looking like a contest.
Mr. Chandrapuram Ponasamy Radhakrishnan ji has no controversy around him. He's a fine gentleman. He has discharged all his responsibilities without an iota of an allegation against him. Now the DMK may wish not to support him for any reason, but in fairness, it is not correct to speak the kind of language, here is a Tamilian who is standing against it, etc. What the rest of the country and those who practice Sanatan Dharma can say, here is a party that considered Sanatan Dharma to be a disease. When the first family of Tamil Nadu itself goes to temples and prays. So I think lines need to be drawn. The DMK wants to support or not support the NDA candidature is their call. Whether they want to be with a person who's a Tamilian or not is their call. But they don't need to run down a fine gentleman just to try and give it an angle as if they are doing the right thing. They are entitled to not vote for Mr. C.P. Radhakrishnan if they so want to do so. But why give this sort of a twist standing against three language, etc.? Because that's not the case, because the counter can be said for the DMK. Here is a party that stands against every practicing Hindu by calling Sanatan Dharma to be a disease. So the logical question is which religion is not a disease? So therefore, lines have to be drawn. And in that perspective, I don't agree with the DMK spokesperson. He's entitled to those views, but I would reject them as saying those are views to give a cover to a decision they are finding difficult to somehow oppose.
Mr. Rajagopalan, let me bring you in at this moment. Has the BJP put the opposition, in a catch, especially the DMK and the Dravidian parties in a catch-22 situation? It's just not a message to the DMK, but also to the AIDMK, because there were some fissures between the alliance BJP and the AIDMK. With getting Mr. Radhakrishnan, they paper over those fissures, and apart from that, has sown the doubts as far as the NDA is concerned, forcing possibly their hand to get another Tamilian in the race.
Ankit, the politics of Tamil Nadu is totally different. It is now 24 hours. DMK is yet to make up its mind whether to support CPR Radhakrishnan or not. Second, DMK has wriggled out now. Earlier the day, Mr. Tiruthi Shiva name was being floated, A. Raja name were floated. DMK did not make up its mind. They put a balloon and it created an atmosphere. Now they are saying Mail Swami. He is equal to Mr. Abdul Kalam. This type of thing. So now coming to the point of RSS. Because DMK is categorizing Mr. C.P. Radhakrishnan as RSS. Yes, he is RSS. But the same DMK, Ankit, in 1999 and 1998, had an alliance with BJP and CM Radhakrishnan won because of DMK. Was he not RSS then? Second, when Mr. Atal Bihari Vajpayee went to Chennai, same RSS leader, Mr. Atal Bihari Vajpayee is a known RSS leader. Mr. M. Karunanidhi, the Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu, given a rousing reception in Tamil Nadu and also in Gopalapuram in his house, because I was present at that time.
Yes.
He exchanged the seats. Mr. Karunanidhi came out of his seat and offered the seat to Mr. Atal Bihari Vajpayee. And Mr. Murasoli Maran was 5 years with him. During Gojra incident, DMK was with them. Now coming to the point, if he is an RSS, Murasoli, the official organ of DMK, has supported RSS. Now coming to crucial one. Mr. Stalin is in a dilemma. Mr. Stalin is in a catch-22 situation because it is Mr. I take little ahead of what Mr. Kohli said, and I also make Mr. Kohli know that Mr. Narendra Modi is the first Prime Minister to go to Jaffna when 2 lakh people, Tamilians, were killed by Congress DMK supported government.
Right.
At that time, Mr. Narendra Modi went there. So he is for Tamil Nadu. Second important one, finally, DMK is in a catch-22 situation. I will again say it. Day before yesterday, Ankit, a hardcore RSS man was admitted into DMK. That is B. Maitreyan. What do you say about it?
Okay. Dr. Hafiz, you need to respond to a few questions that have been raised. And also the fact remains that the DMK, when you come out, you can't be the sole custodians of what the Tamils think and the Tamilian pride is. Like Mr. Rajagopalan was saying, that it was in 98-99 that Mr. Radhakrishnan also won the elections with the support of the DMK. At that point of time, the people of Coimbatore did repose their faith in him. That is also Tamilians reposing their faith in a man who won 2 elections. So DMK can't be the sole custodian of Tamil pride and what is good for Tamil Nadu or not. You have your political compulsions, that is understandable.
Yeah. The history of the last elections of the last 15 years makes it very clear that who the custodians of Tamil are. One, to Rajagopalachari, I'll put it back to him. It is the same Dravidian party that BJP allied with. Now, what is your problem with the Dravidian ideology? How did we become divisive now? In 99, you had a happy time with us. You came our home. You accepted our invitations. We were part of your government. That time, we were a good party. Now, we become corrupt. Now, we become divisive. We become secessionists. We become separatists. All this going back and, misquoting things are not what we want today. At this point of time, what Tamil Nadu wants and what the issue is, what we clearly explaining to the people of Tamil Nadu, for the good of the people, there is no catch-22 situation. Honestly, I'm telling you, people of Tamil Nadu will not support any candidate backed up by the BJP or NDA. That is the reality. You see 2024 election, what happened? People are not with the BJP. There's no catch-22 situation. Our leader is very clear. We are part of the India line. Anybody who's a part of NDA will not be backed up. Mere posturing as a Tamilian by standing against the interest of Tamil Nadu is not making us stand in a catch-22 situation.
Mr. Kohli, a lot of assertion has been made that this is also in a way with the candidature of Mr. Radhakrishnan, it's a sort of a course correction for the BJP as well, after having burned their hands with the experience with Mr. Jagdeep Dhankar, who was not from the RSS BJP lineage, getting somebody who's dyed in the wool, Jan Sangh RSS BJP. The BJP is also trying to make those amends, and with that, sending a political message for the upcoming elections of Tamil Nadu.
The beauty about political posturing is that you just simply twist the words. So the parties that have been part of the NDA, as Rajagopalanji was saying, during the NDA time, 98-99, and that's the DMK. At that time, the BJP or the RSS was not communal. So what was the logic? They were trying to curtail the so-called communal forces. And today they want to oppose the so-called communal forces. So this is political posturing. As I said at that time, earlier in my remarks, that they are entitled to have a political position. That's the beauty of democracy. But when democracy is functioning, you don't call democracy to be dead. You don't then say the constitution is dead, because my learned friend from the DMK is saying his exact whatever he wishes to say, nobody is stopping him. And we are also listening to that point of view. It doesn't matter whether they want to support or they not. But what Rajgopalanji said, and that's a very critical point, which again needs to be emphasized, and thank you for pointing that out, Rajgopalanji, that Prime Minister Modi did go to Jaffna, and that itself shows the affection. Let's take the Kashi Tamil Sangam in terms of people going there in thousands of numbers year after year.
Yeah.
There is a bridge speaking about the greatness of the Tamil language. People like me don't know Tamil, perhaps may not have the opportunity to know, but those who will study in Tamil Nadu will have the pleasure to know. As we learn so many languages, if I was in Bengal, I learned Bengali. So I don't think learning a language can ever be divisive. It only adds. People learn foreign languages.
Okay. But
See,
Mr. Kohli, you didn't answer the question that I asked.
One can learn Tamil or another language.
Is it just about the love for Tamil Nadu and the people of Tamil Nadu, or is it there also a political message, some sort of a course correction from the BJP in the candidature of Mr. Radhakrishnan?
I don't think you could call it, Ankit, a course correction. Of course, in politics, there is political messaging. How can there be politics without political messaging? That is the nature of politics, but it's not a course correction. The point that is being made through what Rajgopalanji spoke about Jaffna, or what I was saying about the link between Tamil Nadu and, say, Kashi,
right,
is the affection for a part of India as it should be for any other part.
Okay.
Now, the DMK is entitled to say, we don't take this as a message of affection. We would like to have our own candidate. That is their choice. But how does that take away from the good candidature of Mr. C.P. Radhakrishnan?
Okay. Mr. Rajgopalan, let me give you the last word on this. Does it mean, or is there a possibility that this could also have some sort of fruitful gain for the Bharatiya Janata Party, specifically only for the BJP in the upcoming elections? Do you think that the candidature of Mr. Rajgopalan could help the BJP break that ground, that fortress of Tamil Nadu?
Certainly, BJP will make an issue out of this. And definitely, Mr. M.K. Stalin, the Chief Minister, has to answer. Because recent elections, Ankit, Prime Minister and Mr. Amit Shah, the Home Minister, put a question to the Tamilian people in 2024 elections that when Mr. G.K. Mopanar's name was raised as a Prime Ministerial candidate, the same DMK opposed. So therefore, everyone is opposed to them, whether Vice President, Kalam, and in Kalam's case, DMK chief, Mr. Karunanidhi said, Kalam and Kalagam. Kalagam means, betrayal type of things. So therefore, G.K. Mopanar, why they opposed it? Why they are opposing Mr. C.P. Radhakrishnan? Of course, DMK is against North Indians and they are against Hindu, as Nalin Kohli just now said. They cannot come out of it. But DMK would not allow any other person other than family members to rise in the party.
Okay.
Simple as that.
Because you've made some very important remarks. Last, I'm completely out of time on this section of the debate. Dr. Hafiz, 10 seconds to you to respond to what Mr. Rajgopalan has said.
No, we are not against North Indians, we are not against Hindus, we are not against anybody. It's a misconception and the myth that the Rajagopalan believes and propagates. If the people of Tamil Nadu are electing us time and again, if they could buy the allegations of Rajagopalan or the BJP, wouldn't be in trouble.
All right, gentlemen, people of Tamil Nadu are with us, they are against the BJP. Debate, or rather a discussion, I won't call it a debate, where everybody has been able to put forward their points. Thank you so much to all of you. Mr. Kohli stays with us for the second half of our discussion on the Election Commission. But let me very quickly, just wrap this up by saying that whether opposition knows that the numbers are stacked against them, but there is a fight that they will put on to send across a message. And after what has happened with the Jagdeep Dhankar fiasco, how this plays out politically, not just in Tamil Nadu, but across the country, and then, of course, in the Rajya Sabha, is going to be a very, very important pick for the vice presidential polls. With that, we are slipping into a short break. Coming back, stay tuned.
live in the national capital region, you know that commuting into Delhi from Gurugram is a nightmare at the best of times. It takes hours on the road one way. Now, several parts of the Dwarka Expressway have already been opened to traffic, but on a trial basis. The Prime Minister inaugurated the entire stretch, including a new tunnel which has been constructed near Mahipalpur in Delhi. What we decided to do was take a reality check on whether that road actually makes a difference, and also take a look at a far more substantive project. It's called the UER, Urban Extension Road 2, which actually links up to that same Dwarka Expressway, and it connects 3 national highways, provides better connectivity to the northwest of Delhi, to the southwest of Delhi, including areas such as the Indira Gandhi International Airport. Does it make a difference? Find out.
Hello, Moto.
Moto G96 5G. All eyes on you.
Fenesta Windows, beautiful and durable designs. Installation से मेंटेनेंस की लाइफ लॉन्ग कस्टमर सर्विस. आपके घर में Fenesta नहीं है तो कॉल कीजिए.
Find Finer Fenesta.
My birthday gift to पापा. ये उनके पापा की पहली गाड़ी एक गराज में पड़ी थी दार्जिलिंग में. फिर 3 मैकेनिक, पेंटिंग, पॉलिशिंग. जब इसे फाइनली घर लाया ना, तब लगा लाइफ में ग्रो किया है. बुलाओ.
SIP करो, इन्वेस्ट करो, लाइफ में ग्रो करो.
प्रतिभूति बाजार में निवेश बाजार जोखिमों के अधीन है. निवेश करने से पहले सभी संबंधित दस्तावेजों को ध्यान से पढ़ें.
Rajasthan is history, culture, and much more. And I have been reporting on all things royal for more than 25 years.
The colors, the culture, and the complexities of the Northeast is different from the rest of the country. I have been bringing the Northeast closer to the capital for over 15 years. Madhya Pradesh is the heart of India, and I have been capturing its every beat for over 10 years, covering the corridors of power, what is said, what is left unsaid, and what it actually means for you and me. I have it all covered.
Kashmir is often called paradise on earth, a region that has been in a state of flux from conflict to India's crowning glory. I have been reporting and decoding Jammu and Kashmir for last 3 decades.
Vanakkam Tamil Nadu.
Well, the battle for Tamil Nadu 2026 is open now.
After Chief Minister Stalin rolls up his sleeves and Vijay steps in as a star challenger.
This is a mass gathering, not for cash.
Meanwhile, a former Chief Minister, Edapadi Palanisamy, begins his fight back.
The big comeback campaign by EPS has well and truly begun.
These are all the ultimate players, and this is going to be the ultimate test.
Mohit, you are known for your music. All your films, musics stay with us till today. I'm a millennial, and those music are kind of music. So whenever we say Mohit Suri film aa raha hai, we know the music will be good, right? It's a given. So you really work hard. But is this always like how you create your music? You need everything in place, the mood, the lighting, even when the person is in the studio and just singing. And also, how did you select your musicians that this person's voice is perfect for this song?
That's what I think, the amount you give to a song, that's how long it will last, I think. Everyone does the programming, everyone writes the words, everyone makes the thing. But the thing is how much you give, how much of heart you give to the lyrics or to the music or to the melody or to the singing. That's how long the song.
Some important breaking news coming in at this moment, viewers. Let's quickly shift our focus to that. Supreme Court has rejected the plea to declare Maharashtra Assembly elections null and void due to 70 lakh fake voter allegations the Supreme Court upheld the Bombay High Court's decision on the Maharashtra elections. The petitioner, Chetan Ahire, a voter in the Vikhroli constituency, has moved the Supreme Court after the Bombay High Court rejected his petition on June 26. On Monday, a bench of Justice Sundaresh and Justice Koteshwar Singh dismissed the petition. In fact, the petitioner had argued 70 lakh fake votes were casted after 6 p.m. in Maharashtra Assembly elections, and therefore the election should be cancelled. The court has in fact dismissed this petition, saying that it doesn't hold any merit. Now this, in fact, Supreme Court breaking also comes at a time when there are already an escalation. The opposition has upped the ante against the Election Commission, in even going to the length of saying that they could even consider bringing an impeachment motion against the Chief Election Commissioner. This happened today. And this happened after the Election Commission yesterday finally decided to respond to the continuous barrage of press conferences by the opposition, backed by some data, to not only put a big question mark on the Election Commission, but the whole exercise of free and fair elections. Rahul Gandhi is leading the charge from the opposition. He's in Bihar campaigning for the Vote Adhikar Yatra. But neither Election Commission's press conference has neither satisfied the opposition nor has it stopped the political war of words between the BJP and the opposition. Fierce political tussle between the political players is not new in the country, but a no-hold-bar, gloves-off kind of a scuffle between the opposition and a constitutional body like the Election Commission is certainly unprecedented.
कल जो प्रेस वार्तालाप हमने देखा चीफ इलेक्शन कमिश्नर का, उन्होंने कल अपने प्रेस वार्तालाप में राजनीतिक दलों पर सवाल उठाया और एक प्रकार से राजनीतिक दलों पर आक्रमण किया। जबकि बेहतर ये होता कि वे ये बताते कि ये एसआईआर प्रोसेस इतनी हड़बड़ी में, इतनी जल्दबाजी में क्यों कर रहे हैं, और इसीलिए साफ साफ जाहिर होता है कि अब चुनाव आयोग ऐसे कुछ अफसरों के कमान में हैं जो निष्पक्ष नहीं, साफ साफ एक पक्ष लेते हैं।
कल इलेक्शन कमीशन ऑफ इंडिया ने, चुनाव आयोग ने एक प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस किया। तमाम आयोग के सदस्य बैठे थे और मैं कहूंगा कि पॉइंट बाय पॉइंट टेक्निकल रिबटल उन्होंने दिया है। बिहार में 20 वर्ष पहले एसआईआर इंटेंसिव रिवीजन हुआ था, 20 वर्ष के बाद 2003 के बाद पुनः हो रहा है। जिन लोगों के मन में प्रश्न था कि अभी क्यों हो रहा है चुनाव से कुछ महीनों पहले, तो उसका भी जवाब दिया गया कि 20 साल पहले जो हुआ था उस समय का कालखंड भी चुनाव का कालखंड ही था, उस समय ही हुआ था, उस समय किसी की आपत्ति नहीं थी। ये सारे टेक्निकल विषय पे इलेक्शन कमीशन ने विस्तार से जवाब दिया, मगर जो ना समझे उसको समझाया नहीं जा सकता है।
All right, joining me to discuss this further, I have Dr. Syed Nasir Hussain, Rajya Sabha MP of the Congress Party. Nalin Kohli, National Spokesperson of the Bharatiya Janata Party, continues to be with us. Sanjay Kumar, Professor CSDS, Co-Director Lokniti, is also with us. And joining us as well is Mr. O.P. Rawat, former Election Commissioner of India. Gentlemen, thank you so much for speaking to us on this. Let me start with you, Dr. Hussain, and I will ask you the question in context of the news that we just broke. The Supreme Court calling the a petition filed by one Mr. Ahire as absolutely meritless. His allegations were similar to what Mr. Rahul Gandhi has been saying as far as Maharashtra is concerned, over 76 lakh bogus votes. Should this not be taken, at least on face value, as a rebuke to what allegations Mr. Rahul Gandhi and the opposition is making, sir?
See, I don't know in what context that this judgment has come. I would like to make it very clear. We need answers from the Election Commission. We have raised certain issues which are there in public domain, and our questions are very clear. Yesterday, after a long time, when the EC organized a press conference, we were expecting that the issues that have been raised not only by Mr. Rahul Gandhi ji, but also by the leaders of all opposition parties, the questions will be answered. He will clarify the issues on which the entire country is debating today. He will question as to what happened to 65 lakh voters in Bihar. He will clarify as to how there were additions for more than 60-70 lakh voters in Maharashtra. He will answer for all and every single question that was raised by the opposition. But instead of that, for the first time we see that a constitutional body threatening the opposition leaders, a constitutional body is speaking the language of political parties, a constitutional body trying to speak the language of the party that is there in power even in government. So it is very clear that, as we had mentioned and as we were alleging earlier, that the autonomous body like CBI, ED, IT, the way they were compromised and bought over by the government in the similar way the election commission is completely compromised.
A similar petition is put by not by the Congress party, but an independent person in the Supreme Court. The Supreme Court dismisses it, calling it meritless. You have been again and again raising the question of 70 lakh fake voters, which the Supreme Court has said it's a meritless, baseless allegation, sir. There has to be some end game. It can't be just allegation and then nothing else.
See, now now after Supreme Court said that 65 lakh voters that were deleted in Bihar electoral list need to be publicly notified, which the Election Commission was not ready to do so, despite the fact that the Haryana and Punjab High Court had come out with a decision that the proof and the videography should be given to the voters or the political parties or the candidates if they want so. So Election Commission was denying that, was not ready to do that. Only after the Supreme Court said that it has to be given, that they are trying to make public now. Now they say 22 lakh people have died in that. What were they doing for so many days? Why is this happening only in the just before the election? They are violating their own. They are violating their own guideline. That
you made your point, sir. I tried to press you on what the Supreme Court has said, and I'm.
Yes, sir. The whole point is why is the Election Commission not clarifying the
while you appreciate what the Supreme Court has said on the SIR, I'm hoping that the Congress party will also do a deep dive on what the Supreme Court's decision as far as the Maharashtra election is concerned. Mr. Kohli, let me bring you in at this moment, and I have a pointed question to you, sir. Has the Election Commission, after its press conference, has the Election Commission helped clarify or clear the air, or is there more confusion? Because there are, whether Mr. Sambit Patra says point by point rebuttal, but some questions which have not been answered. The Election Commission asked in a stern manner and challenged Mr. Rahul Gandhi to sign an affidavit within 7 days, but the same Election Commissioner did not say a word about similar questions raised by your party MP Anurag Thakur. Then there will be questions of partisans, sir.
So there's a huge difference between what the opposition parties say asking questions of a constitutional body like the Election Commission and making a wild allegation against a constitutional body like the Election Commission. Vote chori is an allegation, it's not a question. Anyone who studies basic grammar would know, starting with Wren and Martin if it's in English or in Hindi or any other language, picking up the appropriate language and grammar books, is that a question would be, I would like to know, this is my question, give me an answer. But it's not vote chori, that's an allegation. So I think where the opposition parties have done is they have come to the conclusion without any data. They have not looked at the merits of the matter which the Election Commission is doing. After having decided that this is what we believe the Election Commission is doing, they have abused the Election Commission. And then they say the Election Commission is not answering us. The Election Commission therefore held a press conference. I mean, every day, the Election Commission for every election, and this is a pattern, before every election faces the same allegations. So I ask myself, how has Mr. Rahul Gandhi become a member of parliament? How did the Congress party win Telangana? How did the Congress party win Himachal? How did it win Karnataka? Or other opposition parties like, say, the Trinamool Congress in West Bengal, the DMK in Tamil Nadu, and so on and so forth. Elections are won and lost when voters decide whom to vote for, not when the Election Commission decides whom to make a winner or a loser. The Election Commission declares what the voters of India decide. And therefore, the starting point is for the opposition to ask itself this question, 1 minute, asking itself this question: what is it that we are not able to succeed in the eyes of the voters, which Narendra Modi ji or the BJP is succeeding?
No, Mr. Kohli,
and where we are succeeding, why the BJP is not succeeding?
No, but can I then ask, can I press you again on the question that I asked you, sir? The election, you said that they have already drawn a conclusion, but they have been raising, these issues of bogus voters in many constituencies. Karnataka was one example. They have done that. At that, Election Commission sternly comes and says, Rahul Gandhi, in 7 days, sign an affidavit or apologize to the country. Why should the Election Commission not ask Mr. Anurag Thakur the same? Hold on, sir, because Anurag Thakur also alleged bogus voters in Raebareli, in Wayanad, and in other constituencies as well.
Yeah, but he didn't call the Election Commission a vote chore. I mean, you can't compare it. You compare it in
But Election Commission is not asking for an affidavit on vote chore. They are asking for what Rahul Gandhi has said on bogus voters.
No, 1 minute, hold on. Because this is Mr. Yes. Yes, now you'll have to hear me, Ankit. It can't be a two-way. I can't overspeak with you. No?
Not at all. I'm just trying to put the question, sir.
Mr. Rahul Gandhi is, of course, I understand, and I'm going to answer that. I'm not taking offense to your repeating the question. I'm just simply saying, let me answer. Mr. Rahul Gandhi is the leader of opposition. Now let's look at Mr. Rahul Gandhi's track record. He comes up with these wild allegations from time to time. Finally, a constitutional body says, will you stand by your own word? Let's pick up Mr. Rahul Gandhi's gems. That democracy in India is in danger. What is Europe and America going to do about it? This is a member of parliament who has won an election sitting in Cambridge or Oxford in the UK, and then asking this question. Let's go another one. Why do all people with Modi's surname, are they thieves? Chor kyun hote hain? On which he is castigated. He is facing a conviction. And then he says, you are now disqualifying me for the very act, which was the ordinance which Manmohan Singh ji brought and Mr. Rahul Gandhi tore and threw in the dustbin. So Mr. Rahul Gandhi on Rafale said, Rafale is a scam. Pegasus is a scam, didn't give his own mobile phone. So on what basis? These are allegations without a basis. So therefore, someone comes and says, okay, you are calling me a thief of vote. So come up and say it in an affidavit. I have the guts to say that I stand by my word. Mr. Rahul Gandhi can't have it both ways. I'll abuse the Election Commission and get away with it. And then the Election Commission is to be blamed because it answers back for the abuse that it is receiving.
Whether there are different yardsticks or not, let me get Sanjay Kumar on this at this moment, who very closely watches, of course, elections and the political system in India. Sanjay Kumar, is the first of all, what is your take on the way Election Commission came out and responded yesterday to all these allegations which have been made for months and months on end? Isn't the onus little more on Election Commission to try and assuage all these doubts, question, remarks which have been made on it?
I agree. The onus is more on Election Commission rather than the opposition party. But I think the unfortunate situation which we are witnessing in the country, a confrontation between opposition and the Election Commission, is very unfortunate. This should not have happened. But again, I'm saying the onus is more on the part of Election Commission. I will give you a few examples what could have saved this situation to happen. Look, when Rahul Gandhi was making those claims about, the vote chori in Karnataka, I think Election Commission could have simply responded that, look, we will investigate the matter, and whatever comes out from the investigation, we will bring it in front of the people of this country, instead of saying, sign a document, sign the affidavit, and then any investigation will take place. When Election Commission is already in the middle of a storm, when they revised the rules of keeping the retaining the video footage for only 45 days and not for 1 year, which was earlier the rule between 6 months to 1 year, they could have simply taken back the decision and said, look, if there is a controversy about that, we can go along with retaining the
video footages for 1 year for the next few years, because there is a controversy regarding that. If few such things would have been done, I think the situation which we are at the moment would have been saved. But as I'm saying, it's not only Election Commission which is at fault. Fault means at loggerhead. A position like a few statement would have been, like the opposition, especially few statement by Rahul Gandhi. If those statements were not given, the situation would not have been as to reach to such state. Like retire bhi ho jayenge, kahin bhi chale jayenge, to chhodenge nahi. I think this was slightly unnecessary, and this
You're
was
right. And that's an important one that you've raised. And let me take that to Dr. Hussain. Dr. Hussain, this is being seen as the opposition parties not being able to possibly win as many elections in the last 10, 11 years as they would have liked, and hence almost threatening the election commission for possibly, as Nalin Kohli was saying, not being able to find the confidence in the voters. Opposition mulling impeachment of the CEC. This is a very grave charge, sir. It will have far-reaching consequences. Is the Congress party, is the opposition serious about this?
Ankit, you are again and again asking, and the BJP spokesperson is again and again saying we are alleging, we are calling the election commission vote chore. One should understand, we are not calling the election commission the vote chore. We are calling the party that is there in power in the center, that is the one which is doing the vote chori, and with the help of the election commission. This is what they did with the help of CBI, ED, IT, threatening the leaders of the opposition parties, getting into their own party and then saying they're all very clean. We have seen all that in the last 11 years. So let them not teach us. What we are trying, we have done a case study of one constituency, one assembly constituency of a big parliamentary constituency in Karnataka, and 110,000 voters were alleged to be added, duplicated. They were names that were not existent, non-existent names, so many things. Clear-cut case of complete mismanagement, fraudulent voters, fake voters, and so on. So the election commission didn't speak even a single word about that press conference yesterday in their press conference. They have not answered even a single question on that, except for threatening what we are doing.
But
Point number one. Point number two is when we have. Just once again, why is the election commission afraid of giving the video footages or the videography that is done during the voting? Why do they want to restrict till 45 days? Why is the election commission saying हमारी माँ बहने के videographs कैसा दे सकते हैं? What nonsense is this? माँ बहने जाके वोटें डाल सकते हैं जब सारे टेलीविजन चैनल्स में उनको दिखा सकते हैं, लेकिन उनकी की वीडियोग्राफी नहीं दे सकते हैं जब पूछा जाता है. And this was they changed this rule after the decision of the High Court of Haryana and after the judgment of Haryana and Punjab High Court. This is how they are trying to manipulate the entire process. So there should be a discussion.
Let me bring Nalin Kohli on this. Nalin Kohli, this is also one of the questions. Hold on, sir. Let me bring Nalin Kohli on this. Nalin Kohli, this has also been one of the questions that many people think Election Commission has not satisfactorily answered. Election Commission spoke about the privacy concerns of women if the CCTV is released. And why I find this bizarre is, Mr. Kohli, because as per the EC rule itself, is it okay to release the footage in 45 days? Then there is no breach of privacy. But after 45 days, there will be a breach of privacy if the footage is released.
So that's a question the Election Commission will answer. I'm not their spokesperson and I'm not their lawyer. But certainly as a political person, I have much to ask of the Congress party. You give the example of Karnataka, the state where the Congress is in power. Their minister, that is the Congress minister, says something and he's sacked the next day. I mean, the Election Commission, they seek time with the Election Commission. 30 of us will come. When the Election Commission says, please come, they say, no, 300 of us will come. So, I mean, what are these changing goalposts? So, I think there's a political story to it. There's no constitutional story to this. And there's certainly no story related to vote chori. This is a posturing, just as Rafael, just as Pegasus, and just as what the Supreme Court has today thrown out the Maharashtra thing.
But should they?
Every time they lose it, they pick up. This is the fanciful ideas of the Congress party.
Because like your party MP also suggested that there have been opposition one constituencies where he has found some faults. So there should be more transparency. Election Commission should come out and answer those questions in more transparent manner. Won't you agree to that?
So therefore, how do you expect the Election Commission to answer in a manner that will please Mr. Rahul Gandhi? I mean, come on, that's not exactly how it works. I will take an answer that I like and I won't take an answer that I don't like. When is that going to happen, Ankit? That is the desire that Mr. Rahul Gandhi comes up with this phrase, vote chori. So Congress came up with chokidar chor hai. What did the people of India say? That was, I think, Mr. Rahul Gandhi's idea only. Then Congress came up with chai wala. What did the people of India say? Now today Congress has come up with vote chori. The people of Bihar will give an answer for that.
All right, we'll wait for the people of Bihar to give an answer
Fake
to that.
Voters, ghost voters,
Sir,
foreign nationals, Rohingyas, Bangladeshis to be part of it?
Okay,
let people's votes to continue.
Let me bring Sanjay Kumar for the last word on this because I'm completely out of time. Sanjay
what
Kumar,
were they doing?
Sir, both of you have enough time for all the questions to answer. Let me please give the last word to Sanjay Kumar. Mr. Kumar, the opposition, calling out the Election Commission and, now in fact even speaking about impeachment and so on and so forth. Do you think that this will in a way somehow sow the seeds of doubts in the mind of the people, erode the credibility of the Election Commission?
So certainly, we have done a survey and we keep asking how much trust people have in Election Commission, and we have seen a systematic decline in the trust people show in Election Commission from 2019 to 24, and the recent survey which we have conducted only last week. So there is a decline in the trust people show in Election Commission. Slowly and gradually, people will also start suspecting the credibility of election. That's bound to happen because all the opposition parties are campaigning for that. So that's bound to happen in the minds of the people of this country, voters of India.
Right. Thank you so much, gentlemen, for joining us on this very important discussion. Though I disagree with Mr. Kohli, it doesn't matter what the result of the Bihar would be. I don't think this is the last that we have heard on this big fight between the opposition and the Election Commission, and of course the BJP also in tow. That's all the time that we have in this edition of Last Word. We are coming back with much more on the other side on NDTV. Stay tuned.
फिनिस्टा विंडोज, ब्यूटीफुल एंड ड्यूरेबल डिजाइन्स, इंस्टॉलेशन से मेंटेनेंस की लाइफ लॉन्ग कस्टमर सर्विस। आपके घर में फिनिस्टा नहीं है तो कॉल कीजिए।
Find Finer Finesta.
The markets move fast.
And so should your portfolio. Expert insights, real-time stock picks.
Do I buy Ola?
Should I hold
CDSL
for the long term? Buy, sell or hold?
The answers you need, straight from the experts.
Callers from India and across the world. Connect live, ask, decide and invest wisely.
Your portfolio, your future. Ask Profit.
First when Sayyara released and we as audience realized, oh my God, what is happening? When did you realize it? It's like, I didn't expect this. What is happening? Like that wave that hits you.
The first thing that really hit me, I'm telling you, was a month back actually, to be honest, is when Adisa saw the film. And he saw a very loose cut and he decided the release date. But he was always, like me and Akshay were so into making the film, I think, along with Sumanna and all. Sometimes when you're so into it and you don't realize, you don't see it from, and then he saw it from a third person perspective. I mean, he was always super confident about the film. And he had actually had this talk with me about how I've done. And yeah, we all grew up. I was in the 8th grade when I saw Dilwale Dulhaniya Le Jayenge and said I want to make a love story like this. For a person like him to say that, you've made a great film. All he had asked for me was to make your best film for me. And I did, and I'm just glad so that was the first thing, and that validation was great. I wasn't shouting over the roof for it. It gives you a lot of confidence at that moment,
Absolutely.
for the person who's actually put his money where it is, and he wasn't talking about anything else, but on a very unassembled film at that time, could feel the emotion but it was the first time we felt that we made something special. But yes, once the numbers came in, I think then it was Akshay.
The advance.
Yeah, and the advances came in, and then people were sending me messages, and all they said, no, don't listen to anyone. So I at one point just put my phone off and said, this is getting too out of hand. And then in the night we got the number.
Is your business future ready? Join the 13-week strategic ESG certification program for business sustainability and growth for CXO and business leaders.
Good evening. Welcome to Left, Right and Centre. I'm Vishnu Shom on the program this evening. If you read the papers this morning, you would have seen massive ads and articles of two major road opening projects in the National Capital Region. One, the official inauguration by the Prime Minister of a new road that links Gurgaon and Delhi, which sees some of the most horrific traffic anywhere, and another also inaugurated by the Prime Minister, about 76 kilometers in length, which links to the same Dwarka Expressway, but one that connects the northwest and the southwest of Delhi and Gurgaon. While the Dwarka Expressway linking Gurgaon to Delhi has been opened on a trial basis, I decided to check it out to see if it is a solution for some of India's biggest traffic nightmares between Gurgaon and Delhi and vice versa. Well, that report is coming up. But first, let me put some context to it and explain in detail what the plans are to decongest not just that part of Delhi, the west, but also all of Delhi. Now, if it works, it'll be a game changer. Otherwise, quite frankly, we may be doomed to spending our lives on the roads. We can talk about politics another day. We can talk about big international affairs another day. But today, let's talk about the time that we spend on the roads in the national capital and see if there is a workable solution. That's what I spent the day doing today. So, in order to put this in perspective, it's important to look at maps. Now, this is the entire Delhi NCR region. So what we're going to do is take a look at this particular stretch, which is the Dwarka E-Way. Now, we've got a close-up of it. Now, this is the stretch which I actually visited earlier on today. I went on the road from Mahipalpur near the Delhi airport. I took this bypass and I reached the Nangloy-Najafgarh road instead of taking the normal road. But I'll come to my report later on. Let's in fact move on to the other details of what we are talking about. So let's have the map up on the screen one by one, all the pointers, so that we can talk exactly about the stretch. So let's have the graphics up, which we worked on, so that we can actually have an explainer on what the entire situation is. Do we have the graphics? No. All right. So let's take a look now at this point. Now, this is the Delhi NCR, the National Capital Region. All of these roads have actually been constructed within the last little while in order to enhance connectivity to and out of Delhi. But let's move to the next page, which gives you an idea of the road which has been inaugurated by the Prime Minister. Two stretches, one from Mahipalpur over here, going to Gurgaon over here. In the process, you bypass this particular stretch. This is where one sees an incredible amount of traffic. It was this stretch from here that I went back and forth on to give you a report card, and that's coming up on just whether this bypass works. Now, remember, the bypass has been open for a while on a trial basis, but it's open now completely. Now, that's the Dwarka Expressway. And then there is another 76-kilometer stretch, which is called the Urban Extension Road 2. That's also been inaugurated by the Prime Minister. Now, why is that particularly substantial? Because, in fact, it links up to certain national highways all across, one which goes to Kanyakumari, one which goes past Rohtak, one which goes elsewhere as well. So there is the Urban Extension Road and the Dwarka Expressway. Now, what the ultimate goal is to have at the Urban Extension Road, which stretches all across Delhi over here. That would be the Urban Extension Road in this area. Then there is the Eastern Peripheral Expressway, which has already been constructed. And then there is the Western Peripheral Expressway, which has already been constructed. So let me try and explain why we are doing this. What we are trying to show over here is that there is an effort at trying to create ring roads around Delhi. This is the Western Peripheral Expressway. It leads on to the Eastern Peripheral Expressway. It goes all around Delhi. Then inside that, there is the stretch which I have been talking about now, which is the Urban Extension Road and the Dwarka Expressway, which leads up to this entire stretch, which will then be constructed, the Urban Extension Road, the eastern section, which needs to come up. That's going to link up as well. And what we already have inside Delhi is the outer ring road and the inner ring road. Now, will this actually solve the problems of this entire area in commuting, getting in and out of the national capital? Theoretically, it should help in decongesting Delhi, because traffic which isn't looking to get into Delhi can actually use a lot of these highways to try and get across the national capital region, and movement from Delhi outside through the new highways which have been created, that becomes quite important. But again, let's focus a little bit on this particular stretch from the Indira Gandhi International Airport, Mahipalpur over here, where I drove across to Gurgaon and back. How much time did it take me to traverse this? And ultimately, I wanted to see how much time it would take me to get from this area right to the heart of New Delhi, the All India Institute of Medical Sciences, that particular area. Let's take a look at my report card. For those living in the National Capital Region, you would know that commuting in and out of Delhi from places like Gurgaon is a nightmare at the best of times, particularly during rush hour traffic. Yesterday, the Prime Minister inaugurated two key stretches of road. One is the Dwarka Expressway going up to Gurgaon, and another one is called UER, or the Urban Extension Road 2, which links three major highways to the northwest of Delhi, to areas such as Indira Gandhi International Airport, and it also links up to the Dwarka Expressway. Now, to be certain, the Dwarka Expressway had been opened up to traffic on a trial basis earlier on. We decided to get a sense of what the big deal was all about. So from one end of the Dwarka Expressway on the Gurgaon side to where it actually enters the Mahipalpur region of Delhi, it has taken us exactly 20 minutes. Now that could be a game changer, but the fact of the matter is this. Just look at the traffic which merges onto this new road, because this is the same stretch of highway and there doesn't appear to be any way of avoiding that. So yes, there are quite clearly bottlenecks which do exist. The new stretch is fabulous. There are multiple lanes, there's an underpass, there's an overpass, all that is great. It will certainly save people a great deal of time. It'll help to decongest this stretch. But once you're here on the Delhi side, it's going to take as much time. So it took us 1 hour, 5 minutes from the start of the Dwarka Expressway in Gurgaon to get to the All India Institute of Medical Sciences in the heart of Delhi. Now that at 3 p.m. in the afternoon or so is not exactly incredible. Yes, it is much better than if you were to take the normal highway. But quite frankly, there are larger questions which need to be asked. Can anything realistically be done to improve the condition of the national capital's roads? Are there simply too many cars? Can public transportation actually improve to an extent, to a point where people decide not to take their cars? These are larger questions. For now, does it help? Yes, it does. But once you get to Delhi, it's a straight bottleneck, as it's always been. With Aman Singh, Vishnu Show for NDTV. All right, well, that's a reality check on one part of that highway, the highway going from Gurgaon to Delhi and vice versa. Does that really make a difference? And what about this entire business of several ring roads which have actually been formed? Is that a solution for Delhi's traffic mess? Joining us now, Sameer Jasuja, founder and managing director of Prop Equity. Zenith Chaudhary, a resident of Gurugram. Also Pradeep Rawat, another resident, and Dr. PSN Rao, a professor of urban planning at SPA. Dr. Rao, let me come to you first. I've tried to explain in as simple terms as possible what the situation is. But I found in my report that once you get into Delhi from Gurgaon, using this absolutely fantastic road with a wonderful tunnel and artwork on both sides, and then there are bridges as well, you hit a stretch of road which is a massive